told y'all I was gonna do another one, and she did not disappoint at all. Like, look at this.
Is such a beast because she can really shut these people down and be practical. And even as a pregnant woman, as a mom, she really killing them. Before Candace had kids, she could blast them all day. But now the weight is even heavier on these cowards that a pregnant woman with a few kids, married, go in there and start showing them what time of day it is. She got way more gravitas. They just look completely stupid complaining to her.
Yeah, they do.
I want y'all to see this beatdown. The last one is my favorite, but we'll start with the first one. Listen to this. Roll the clip.
My question isn't specifically about anything you really said tonight, although I don't really agree with anything you said.
Okay.
I'm proudly part of the LGBTQ community. I've always stood up for my community whenever I needed to. I want to focus specifically on, I've been listening to you for a little bit just to understand some things. A live stream you did about Pride Month in June on Facebook because you were no longer allowed on YouTube. The event that you were talking about, I actually had the honor of attending that event with a lot of my...
I like how he threw that in there. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Really close friends, and I found it very perplexing to me how you choose to only focus on the things that are negative when it comes to the queer community.
Get to the point.
Sorry, when it comes to what community?
The queer community.
Okay.
Do you not realize that people like you and people like the people you're around and that, continue to have this idea of us are the reason...
Ask the question. Ask the question. Ask the question.
And we feel that we have to be so openly proud of who we are. Your demented homophobic and transphobic rhetoric and rants just further prove our point that we have to fight loudly to be respected.
He's doing everything else but asking what needs to be asked. Literally. It's like he's trying to set her up to be a bad person, and then I'm going to ask my question. He's trying to rally everybody else up. Bruh, get to it.
The reason that LGBTQIA plus suicide rates are so high in this country isn't just because we're part of the community. It's because there are people like you who make us feel like we...
He finna get ate up. I just want y'all to know he finna get ate up. She just letting him get enough rope.
Don't belong. The only LGBTQ agenda we have is...
Okay, is there a question in there or a speech?
Yes.
You got to ask a question, buddy. I know you wrote this out in your notes, but ask a question. Let's go.
How do you think other people with your beliefs respond to the fact that your hateful and harmful rhetoric costs the lives of queer children every single day, on average, every 45 seconds?
Okay, so this is just going to be a pure boogeyman. You're pretending that someone committed suicide because of Candace Owens. You've got no facts here. You're just going, it's your rhetoric that's causing all of this. When in reality, you want to talk about the tea. I said...
Pure boogeyman. I love that. It's just straight boogeyman. It don't even exist. Making up stuff.
Down with a man named Walt High who was convinced to chop his off after your community told him that there was something wrong with him because he had confusion. Why was he trans? Because he was molested when he was 4 years old by his uncle. Rather than being sat down and spoken to by a psychologist, he was handed hormone pills, and he eventually chopped off his... Walt High is now 80 years old. He detransitioned. He does a lot of work talking about why it is that he runs a charity, okay, an actual charity that is dedicated to sex change regret, of people who have changed their parts and can't go back. And you know what happens? Suicide rates go up after they transition. And Candace Owens wasn't the one that chopped it off.
Next question.
Great. Next question.
What do you have to say to
running through them like diarrhea, boy. Running through them. All right, anyway.
trans students on this campus who actively feel victimized by your presence here today? Additionally, you just pointed out...
If the presence of somebody else can knock you off your game, you're going to have a lot of problems when it comes down to life. I'm just saying, you got to learn that you're not going to agree with everybody. Not everybody going to be on the same type of energy you got. And it's a part of life. But if somebody's presence is able to do that to you, yeah, you're going to have a hard one.
Out that this man detransitioned, but earlier in your speech,
Guys, I want to hear her. Go ahead. What do I have to say? Just the question, please. No speech. What is the question?
What do you have to say to the trans students on this campus who feel actively victimized by your presence here?
Life's tough. Get a helmet, man. I'm too pregnant for this. Next question.
Come on.
I can't breathe. She said, life's tough. Get a helmet. I'm too pregnant for this. Next question. Get your little sour stuff out of here. Just wasting brain cells. Next question.
My goodness, seriously, somebody just give out free hugs or something. Somebody give out free hugs. I can't be your mommy. Okay, I'm too pregnant. I can't be your mommy.
Go home to mommy. Go home. Bye. Go home to mommy. Go home to mommy. Tell her to tuck you in bed.
Man, y'all follow Tatum too. I like how he broke it down, like video by video. I don't know if was it one single video, but I like how his take on it. That's why I follow him and stuff like that. I'm trying to be like him. Oh, let me fix this.
1 scoop of AG1 replaces multiple supplements with 75 high-quality.
Next up.
As a non-binary person, what do you have to tell me about my identity? Because I know for a fact I'm not confused.
Okay, next question. Great statement. That's a statement. That's a statement. Okay, you know your identity. You're not confused. Congratulations, sweetheart.
Didn't even ask a question. Not at all. You're not confused. Great. Happy for you.
I wish everybody would talk to these people like this. You're telling me I'm not confused. I know my identity. Congratulations, you know your identity. I mean, like, is that an accomplishment? Yeah, you're supposed to know your identity. You're supposed to be confident who you claim you are. The next question. These people think they got you. I'm gonna go. Let me tell you how silly these people are. It's the false bravado that's killing them. They really thought when they were crafting these little notes and writing on their phone, and they should be in class actually learning something, but they want to become activists 24/7. So they activate activism mode, and they're sitting there wasting their time writing these notes. And they really thought, I'm going to sit through this hour and a half speech or however long Candace is speaking. Probably not as long because she's pregnant, but you know, Candace is a beast anyway. She probably do it for 3 hours.
Right.
I'm going to sit through this hour and a half speech because I'm going to get her right at the end. And I'm going to have this profound speech that's going to rock the world. And they just end up getting owned. You know how they get owned? It's because they're functioning with no gravitas. They're functioning with no evidence. They're functioning in a false reality. None of what they telling you in school is real.
I think also too, it's the fact that we also debate in common sense as well. Like, why are we trying so hard to go against what has been proven and true since the time of man? Like, why are we going against that so hard? I think that's a big one as well.
So when you are faced against somebody who's living in reality, you know, bringing that false reality to the table, you look stupid.
It doesn't stand on
because
anything.
You've been soaking in this fake world all this time, and then you talk to somebody that's in reality, and you look like a complete nut. You thinking you're gonna challenge a person because you know who you are, your identity. Oh, good for you. All right, next question. Like, what did you ain't even asked the question. And then homeboy trying to claim a phantom on Candace Owens. Like, homeboy trying to claim that somebody did something to themselves because Candace Owens' retic. To be honest, no LGBTQ people are even following Candace Owens. I mean, they shouldn't if they don't like what she had to say. Don't follow her. Follow all the ones that lie to you and tell you to get transitioned, and then you want to kill yourself after you realize that the stuff ain't what they said it would be. That you ain't never gonna be a girl, really. Really, you're not really gonna be a girl. And then they all sensitive. Like, when am I gonna see some of y'all get bold? If you believe in yourself, then why you worry about what I'm saying? If you were to tell me I'm ignorant, I'm a frog. I mean, it makes no sense to me. I don't care what you say. Somebody said something the other day on social media, and I was like, people are interesting. Somebody said, Brandon have abandoned his oldest son. It's like, the thing is that it doesn't bother me because you're not even on the same planet.
Right.
You're not even on the same planet. You have no idea what you're talking about. I have an incredible relationship with my son. My son comes, I see him all the time. I talk to him on the phone every time, anytime I want to, anytime he want to talk to me. I see him every summer, every holiday.
That's pretty much the end, but she undefeated. That's all I'm gonna say. She undefeated. And it's like she's not even like doing a big amount of research. She's not sitting here with a laptop Googling everything up. Like, no, this is like she's literally defeating him with common sense answers. But that's going to be it for today. Y'all like, comment, and subscribing. Have a good one, all right?